feel very hurt by you, Erica.
What Bravo celebrity relationship do you think is headed to Splitsville next?
I think it's Dorit and PK. Oh. I didn't want to answer that question, and I asked not to. I don't want to answer this question.
Wait a damn minute.
Standing up, going to the center stage, delivering the line, and then flipping her hair, coming back and feeling very good about herself. That's not a showman. That's a bitch. Dorit, is your marriage strong? When I felt like I looked up and I wanted somebody to come.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 1. And like I said, the girls are back. I'm excited. Literally, we have Beverly Hills, Miami, and Potomac all back to back to back to back. And if you watch Married to Medicine, they're back too. I don't review it because it's more of a pleasure watch than a review, right? But y'all, let's get into the video. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
We basically start out off the rip with the cast going out to on a on this type of spiritual little trip, a day trip in Malibu. They're trying to reset the group after what happened last year with everything going on with Kyle, Kathy, Erica. There was so much going on in the group that they're trying to reset. Dorit is basically bringing this up with her husband, we're gonna be talking with Eagle Woman and Blue Raven. Okay, they're very much in tune with themselves, very much in tune with nature. She's down in Malibu looking at the rocks. That's her grandmother. That's a grandfather's stone. That is a grandfather's stone. So, at the end of the day, when every time I see PK and Dorit, especially in this scene, it seemed very much forced. It seems like something's off. There was rumors speculating that PK was cheating, or he didn't have his wedding ring, or they were separated. They basically came out with a statement saying that that is absolutely false. We never know. People put this stuff out and say it's false, and then all of a sudden it happens. Look at Marissa and Kyle. They've been trying to beat the allegations, and obviously, when there's smoke, there's fire. So, all the women, they basically hit the road. Eagle Woman, she started at the location in Malibu. The girls have anxiety because it's just last year was so dark. There's been a big gap in between filming too. So, they're about to see each other, and they really don't know what's really going to happen, right?
My relationship changed with everyone since last year, honestly.
So Dorit arrives first, followed by Kyle. Kyle, she's spectacle because, at the end of season 12, the girls really came for Kyle because, Kathy did what she did, quote unquote. My whole thing is they're okay, Kathy was so horrible, Kathy was this. My whole thing was Nene Leakes said, she didn't do it on camera. Y'all couldn't get no footage, so this is all speculation. So at the end of the day, even though my whole thing is this, do I believe that Kathy was over here causing hell and chaos? Yes. But do I think that Kathy was saying the stuff that Lisa Rinna was saying that she said? No. At the end of the day, Lisa said she called somebody the F word, then said the N word. My whole thing is they never brought that up at the reunion, and that pissed me off because it's you can't throw things out there like that that's damaging like that and then just hide your hand, just and they just scoot over it on the reunion. No. But do I feel like Kathy was running Kyle's name up and down these streets? Yes. I do. I see Kyle come out the car. Kyle is fit. Her body is banging. And the difference between Kyle and Erica is you could tell that Kyle's working out. Right. So all the girls arrive with Erica last, and she feels very the odd man out because, to be honest, her storyline was the main storyline for 2 seasons. When Tom was indicted, boom, everybody was like, girl, let's talk about it. So we actually see Rinna's resignation, and she basically quit the show. So Erica, she's very small, and Dorit thinking the same thing I'm thinking. It's giving a real Zimmy.
I want to be incredibly shrinking. Look how skinny she is. What the hell? So skinny. Hormones. A
lot of the girls are using Ozempic, which is kind of a catch-22. They're using Ozempic to lose weight, but they're taking supplies from people that actually need it. Right. So as all the girls meet, they're reconnecting, they're over here kikiing, this and the third. Blue Raven comes in with the drums she just drumming them drums. I said, okay, Blue Raven. I would be like, oh, wait, come on. Right, you know, it just gets you in the mood. So, you know, they sit around in a circle outside and, you know, they drink some sage tea just to get started with, you know, the session, right? So Dorit basically speaks up and she basically segues the conversation. She's just like, look, we're all here. We want to reset. We want to basically get to a better place and try to reset our group. Last year was very horrible. How can we do this? Let's just go ahead and hash it out and move on. So Eagle Woman look at Dorit like, girl, well, you start.
Very hurt by you, Erica. Obviously, I'm sure you know why.
So Dorit was like, okay, Erica, I don't think you should be surprised I'm coming at you because you spoke on my marriage. You know, she addressed Erica for basically saying that, you know, her marriage is going to be going to Splitsville.
What Bravo-celebrity relationship do you think is headed to Splitsville next?
Low-key, Erica, you know, she's talking about she wants to work on stop being so vicious and work on opening up and work on this and the third. But Erica, I feel like innately, Erica is just a stone cold woman. Like the girl knows how to give a good poker face, and she knows what this is. She knows that this is a show. Like, girl, you'll get over it. This is what we do. It was what it was. But Erica tells Dorit, like, you know, she didn't want to answer the question. And Dorit feels like, you know, she just wanted attention. This is Erica not want to answer the question.
Oh my God, I don't want to answer the... No, I can't. Hold on.
To the center stage, delivering the line, and then flipping her hair, coming back and feeling very good about herself.
Going up to the stage, like, you don't want to answer the question, girl. You didn't seem like you want to answer the question. You got up. Literally, I don't want to, no, oh my God. And you went up to there to answer that question. You gave a performance too, ma'am. So, you know, I felt that Erica was pressured by the crowd, by the girls, by Andy to basically, you know, these people were like, what, well, I don't know what segment it was. I think it was like the Shadiest or Shady Assassins or whatever. It was something like that. And she felt pressure to live up to that, you know, reputation, and she gave what it was. Do I feel like she could have easily went towards somebody else? Yes, but you went for somebody on your cast because it caused drama. I mean, do what you gotta do. Erica then asked Dorit, she's just like, so is your marriage strong? I said, oh. Oh.
It was a shady question. And I gave a shady answer. Dorit, is your marriage strong?
So, you know, Sutton in her confessional talks about, you know, when PK had his DUI, that allegedly there was a woman in the car with him. I never heard that, but I mean, maybe it was what it was. But when we look at PK, compared to all the other Bravo husbands, like low-key, no shade, like, I don't see it. Like, when you look at Mauricio, I see it. But PK, I don't see it.
I'm not gagging.
But you know, Dorit, it's like, my marriage is fine. And you should, like, last year, you were very vicious. And, you know, you're mean-spirited. I said, ooh. Erica basically talks about, you know, she had to defend her life. She was put on trial with her husband. Now, her husband was indicted, and this is figuratively. But, you know, she was put on trial figuratively. But people accused her, I was one of them, of, you know, stealing orphans and widows' money. Now, it came out that allegedly, you know, she didn't do anything. Great. But the fact, it still goes to show that, you know, she did not hold space for people and their feelings. And the way she went about it, I felt was disrespectful to those people. Because, Erica, you didn't lose your money. You know, you didn't survive a plane crash. You didn't beat cancer. You didn't, like, all these things that these survivors and these victims went through to obtain the money that your husband stole to allegedly fund your lifestyle. So for me, I just felt like it was a slap in the face for the victims, for her to basically stand in a space of, I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on. I don't think that was right. And my whole thing with her is, I get when she was like, look, I had to protect my peace. I had to protect my space. I had to protect everything about me because I was fighting for my life figuratively. And I get that. But she didn't hold no space for those victims. Now it seems like she's turned to leave. You know, she's not being considered as, you know, accomplice. So hopefully she can, you know, at least show some type of sympathy and something, because it's a lot. Like, if that was my mother, if that was me, if that was my kid, if that was, like, you know, my brother, my sister, like, I would have, I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I'm going to jail, bitch!
But it will be up for Miss Erica, like, for real. Allegedly. So, you know, Erica breaks down and she apologized to the group for being, you know, rough and vicious. Garcelle's on the fence. She's like, girl, like, at the end of the day, I'm on the fence with you. I'll give you a chance to see what happens, but, you know, we'll see.
Interesting to see Erica be emotional and vulnerable, but I also feel like, do I trust that completely? I don't know.
So, you know, Kyle brings up Kathy, how everyone, you know, was going after Kathy. And then, you know, Kyle's trying to defend the situation or get them to stop talking about it. But, you know, they still was going and going and going and going and going. And Garcelle is over here thinking the same thing I'm thinking. It's like, okay, you're not even going after the people that was going after your family, you know? And for me, that was, I was saying this in the reviews all last year. It's like, Kyle, you rarely stuck up for Kathy until the end. And it wasn't sticking up for her to stick up for her. It was for them to stop pressing the issue of what allegedly Kathy did. So my whole thing is, leading up to the season, Kyle was always throwing little jabs at Kathy. So it's just one of those things where, I mean, Kyle's not an angel. Kathy's not an angel. So it is what it is. But we're not about to act like people can't have real emotions. This is a show about drama, and Kathy did her job.
Felt for you, but I was also confused by you, because I thought, you're not going to the people that are coming for your family.
So when Garcelle basically says that, Kyle just like, I just feel like, you know, Garcelle's missing the point. I'm just like, to be honest, Kyle, you have a history of throwing rocks and hiding your hand. And then on top of that, you were unsupportive with Kathy leading up to the end of the show. And like I said, like I just said, like girl, you were missing the point. I think the thing that's not sitting well with me with Kyle is that Kyle wants the world. It's like with Nene with Cynthia. Kyle wants the world to know that, oh, Kathy's not perfect and she's a horrible person. And it catches me off guard because, like, mind you, if my sister does something to me, I'm not going to blast it to the world. I'm going to let her know, like, girl, like, that was fucked up. I don't like that. Don't do that again. But I'm not gonna blast it to the world. And if it was on a TV show, I'm like, that's between me and my sister, right? So, you know, all the girls get up and, you know, they go into like a circle and they're, you know, they're kumbaya and just like, this was really good, this really helped us. And I'm just like, y'all really are speeding by the fact that we still have stuff to talk about. Because literally, we should have had Garcelle versus Crystal. We need to have Sutton and Crystal. We need to have Crystal and Erica. We need to have Kyle and Garcelle. We need to have Garcelle and Erica. We need to have Dorit and Garcelle. Like, these are, we still have unfinished business. Like, they should have been there for all day because people still had stuff to talk about. So that's why I'm just like, I don't like that we sped by. I was like, that's it? That should have been the whole episode. Okay, so we see Sutton at her store, and, you know, she basically found out that she bought a horse. And also we see the Scream Queen herself, Jennifer Tilly, walk in, you know, from Chucky. And they're besties. Sutton introduces Avi, her assistant / property manager. Sutton and Jennifer, you know, they talk about business, and Sutton wants, you know, to prove to her ex-husband that she's just not a housewife, that she's not just a stay-at-home woman, that she can make something of her own and not just, you know, off of what he has funded for her. So she talks about, you know, that when she got married, she was working, her husband was working, and they were equal. She got pregnant, and then he wanted her to stay home. She stayed home, and then he gave her allowance. And once the allowance was taken away, she felt like her power is taken away. Like, you know, she never want to feel like someone controls what she can and can't do, and this and the third. And I totally get that. Like, women these days are literally driving the workforce and leading in these power positions. So it is just, I like the fact that she wants to be an independent, strong woman, which she is. She's proven that day to day on this show, right? We see,
y'all know I'm nosy.
So we see that, you know, when Sutton got divorced, this was the separation agreement. Okay, so since Sutton's divorced, she got $300,000 a month in spousal support. She got $1,235,000 $100,000 in cash. She got an apartment in Venice, Italy. She got a couple cars. She got a Vespa. She got she got partial ownership on 2 minor league baseball teams. She got 44% stake in a lumber company and the Amex points on the fucking Amex card. Baby, that's a setup. Girl, you did that. And when I tell you, it makes me think about Ashley Darby. Girl, what did you sign? Because girl, when you read that, that's embarrassing. Literally, because all you got, Ashley, was a house in the name of LLC. Girl. So we see Kyle goes to Dorit's house, and you know, we find out that Kyle is 7 months sober. She has not touched liquor. She's been working out. She's been transforming her body. And I'm just like, girl, go ahead. You look good. I can't hate. So Kyle talks about, you know, seeing Kathy at Sutton's party. You know, they were cordial, but you know, there's still some type of lingering resentment.
To be mistreated by anybody. You are entitled to your feelings. I didn't deserve what she said about me. I didn't do one thing.
And Kyle's just like, at the end of the day, I would not tolerate disrespect, and I can respect that. So I feel that, you know, sometimes I feel like older siblings can, you know, still feel like the parent, and they feel like you can't do certain things to them that they can do to you, and or they feel like they still see you as their younger sibling instead of a grown-ass adult. So I think maybe that's the dynamic of Kyle and Kathy. Dorit talks about her PTSD. She was like, girl, my last year was just hard by PTSD. I have this, I have that.
But I had such a difficult year, Kyle. And a difficult year all around because of the PTSD. And
my whole thing is, Dorit, did you find the robbers yet? Because I already told y'all, I already explained it when the whole situation happened. It just seemed very much sketchy. And to me, I hope that it wasn't
insurance fraud.
But allegedly, it could be insurance fraud. Dorit talks about, you know, maybe her and PK might not make it. You know, it just seems like, you know, they've been having a difficult road. They haven't been seeing eye to eye. And she talks about, you know, I thought that I was going to spend when I married him, I was going to spend my whole life with him, or at least all of his. But you know, we segue over to Garcelle and her sons going to have a picnic on the beach, and I love Garcelle down. When you watch my reviews, you already know I'm love Garcelle. I'm still gonna hold her accountable, but I love Garcelle, right? So you know, we found out that Garcelle has been going back and forth from LA to, you know, Atlanta. And, you know, Garcelle raises questions while she was on the beach with her son. You know, she's been gone for 3 weeks, and, you know, the boys did not like it.
I wasn't gone for a year. I was gone for 3 weeks, and I could tell that you were...
3 weeks is basically a year.
And how did that make you feel? I felt like when I was talking to you...
So she's opened the door for an open conversation. And I just want to say one shout out to Garcelle for, you know, creating an environment that her teenagers like to be around her. Because they were like, yeah, you were gone for 3 weeks, and that made me upset. I'm just like, if my parents were gone for 3 weeks... see you later. Goodbye. Get out. That's my dad. Hill House. So also shout out to Garcelle for creating a space for open and honest dialogue, positive or negative, right? Your kids are the best people to gauge you on your parenting, because they are the ones being parented. Like, I feel like when people go to other people like, okay, well, how am I as a parent? Like, you see, it doesn't matter what they think at how you are as a parent. They cannot judge you as a parent because they're not being parenting.
I definitely feel guilty that my work takes me away sometimes. Like, you can say, Mom, I wish you...
The person that can judge you as a parent is your kids or your adult kids. They can always look back like, you know, you could have did this better. You could have did this better. Blah, 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 same. Right? It makes sense. So her son feel like, you know, he wants more freedom. And she's like, I give you enough freedom now. And, you know, Garcelle feels like, you know, that he won't let... Mind you, these are two different sons. For other son, he's just like, you know, I want more freedom. You're not letting me, she's like, you're not letting me parent you. Jackson's like, okay, you want to parent me, but I feel like I needed you 2 years ago. Now I don't need you like that.
I feel like you're not letting me parent you.
And I understand where you're coming from, that you want to be more of a parent to us, that 2 years ago instead of now.
Like, I know how to live, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And I feel like it depends on the child. Like Garcelle touched on this about parenting kids differently. And I feel like you have to parent kids differently because everyone is different and have different personalities. So I feel like with Garcelle, she can give that one son, you know, a little bit more freedom because he's a little maybe a little bit more responsible, maybe has you know, different type of goals. Like maybe if he's asking for that, then he can, you know, get that, right?
You saying I wasn't your mom then?
Yeah.
Can I say I was there 100% all the time? No, I can't. I feel like a failure.
The other son, she's asking him like, what do you think? And he's just like, I want Ashley. He got a little girlfriend, so he whipped. Child. So she's just like, God. I love the fact that, you know, they can have this open, honest conversation, especially in front of a camera. So shout out to them. We end the episode at Kyle's, and you know, basically Kyle, she's over here cleaning, and Maurice's on the phone talking about, you know, trying to fill up his calendar, right? And they sit down, Mauricio talks. He's like, you look amazing. You look great. Oh my God. I'm just like, don't you? She look good. Yeah.
You look amazing. Oh, thanks. How many tattoos do you have right now? 5. Seriously?
So, you know, Mo, he sees the tattoos on her body. He's just like, okay, where you get this tattoo from? How many you got? She's like, I got 5. He said 5. She's like, yeah. And then he's like, I only know about 3. She was like, and then she showed him the tattoos. And then he was like, well, what? This is crazy. She was like, yeah, you should be looking at my body more then. I said, oh, child, let us know something, Kyle. So Mauricio says, you know, 5 is enough. Don't get no more. She was like, no, I'm going to get some more.
5 tattoos is a lot.
If I want to, I will.
I will not allow that.
You didn't even know how many I had, so.
And he was like, no, I won't allow it. She was like, this is my body. I'm gonna do what I want. So when he said that, I'm just like, I don't like that. In my relationships, I've never had someone tell me what I can and cannot do. And I've been in like 3 relationships. That is a clear red flag for me, and I would definitely out the door. Sometimes it's a trigger for me seeing someone trying to control another human being. Like, girl, if it's her freedom of expression. If she want to get tattoos, go ahead and get tattoos. First of all, they do look like stick-ons, but whatever. But you know, this was a great, you know, introduction back to the girls. I'm excited to see how this is going to unfold. We already know that Kyle and Mauricio about to go through it. So Kyle, buckle up, girl, because this is your season. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It's too sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes all cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This Hurricane all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye-bye.